The spleen meridian of foot Taiyin. The spleen meridian starts from the first finger of the back leg and goes to the medial malleolus and then goes up on the inside of the back leg, and it runs lateral to the abdomen and up to the thoracic region, and then goes down a little and it ends. The spleen meridian starts from the acupoint SB1. On the knee there is SB9 and SB10. And on the inner thigh there is SB12. And the last is SB21. The spleen meridian has 4 acupoints on the lateral side of the first digit. These 4 acupoints, SB1, SB2, SB3, SB4, it is impossible to locate these points for dogs and cats since most of the time they do not have declaws. Next is the key acupoints on the ankle. The landmark acupoints on the ankle is called SB5. The depression anterior inferior to the medial malleolus is the acupoint called SB5. There are 2 acupoints around the knee, one above and one below the knee. Just to remind you that there is no acupoints on the knee joint. The landmark acupoint we're going to use is the one below the knee joint at the lower border of the knee joint. And we'll connect this landmark acupoint with SB5. And on this line there is SB6. SB6 is on the line connecting the medial malleolus and the lower border of the knee joint. It is 1/5 from the medial malleolus. The lower border of the knee joint and the medial malleolus. It is 1/5 from the medial malleolus. And above that, there's SB8. SB8 is on the same line, on the line connecting the lower end of the knee joint and the medial malleolus. It is 1/3 from the lower border of the knee joint. Next is SB9. SB9 is below the knee at the caudal border of the tibia bone. This line along the back of the tibia bone, there's a muscle that is attached to this bone called gastrocnemius muscle, and SB9 is located in between the bone and that muscle. On the tibial bone, there is a bump called the medial condyle. SB9 is below this medial condyle, where the depression is. Looking at the bone specimen, this is the medial malleolus. The inside bump on the ankle is called the medial malleolus. There is a depression anterior inferior to the medial malleolus, which is SB5. Next acupoint is SB6. The landmark is at the lower border of the knee joint. Draw a line here, and from here, draw another line connecting the medial malleolus. 1/5 from the medial malleolus, there is SB6. And then on the same line, 1/3 from the lower border of the knee joint, you have SB8. Next is SB9. You go up along the tibia bone and you bump into where it is called the medial condyle. At this depression, you have SB9. Let's find these acupoints using a dog. The landmark on the ankle is called the medial malleolus. Anterior, inferior to this medial malleolus, there is a depression, which is the acupoint called SB5. And we have another landmark at the lower border of the knee joint. We're going to connect the lower border of the knee with SB5. And 1/5 from the SB5, there's SB6. And 1/3 from the lower border of the knee joint, there is SB8. Next, from the medial malleolus, going up along the caudal border of the tibia bone, there's a spot that stops. That bump is called the medial condyle of the tibia. And below that, there's a depression where we take SB9. Next is a spleen meridian acupoint on the thigh. The acupoint on the thigh is called SB10. It is the depression at the medial and above the knee joint. The next landmark is SB12. SB12 is on the abdominal side. At the very top of the pelvis, there's the iliac crest. At the cranial side of this iliac crest, we'll draw a line downward on the abdominal side. And then you get SB12. Here's where you call the groin area. SB12 and the iliac crest is at the same level. Once you get SB12, you'll connect SB12 with the inferior border of the medial patella, and 2/5 from the SB12, you get SB11. Let's look at the bone specimen. Let's find SB10. First, you'll draw a line medial to the patella. And on that line, find the depression above the knee. That depression is SB10. Next is SB12. SB12 is on the abdominal side. There is a point called iliac crest, which is at the very cranial side of the pelvis. This is the iliac crest, and when you flip this over to the other side, where it touches the groin area, you get SB12. And next, we'll make SB12 a landmark and connect SB12 and the lower border of the patella. On this line, 2/5 from SB12, you get SB11. The very last is SB21. SB21 is on the trunk at the 6th intercostal space. It is at the level where you draw a line from the shoulder joint. One, two, three, four, five, six. The 6th intercostal space at the level of the shoulder joint. We have SB21. Here you have the patella. On the medial line of the patella, above the knee where the depression is, the acupoint is SB10. To find SB12, first you find the iliac crest, the very top of the pelvic. From this point, you go down towards the groin, and you get SB12. SB12 is the same level as the iliac crest, and you'll feel that depression. Here is SB12. Next, you connect SB12 and the lower border of the patella. On this line, 2/5 from SB12, you get SB11. SB21 is at the 6th intercostal space. From here, you count 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 intercostal space. At the same level of the shoulder joint. Here is SB21.